Hello. Today I want to talk about certainties, or more like holding on to certain certainties. Nice. So today I went to my very first therapy session ever, and pretty big news. And something that came up was the certainties I was trying to hold on to. So lately I've been feeling like quite anxious about everything. Everything feels very shaky, like there is no like firm ground for me to walk on or like think about. So it's just been like taking over me. And while I was like trying to take steps to help me like become like better, feel better about the anxiety, like deal with it better, a lot of advice I got was to find something to do, distract myself, find lose myself in work maybe, or talk to like people, share this with people, um, or actually not a lot of sharing it with the people. It's usually like finding stuff to do, finding other stuff to focus on, so that I can distract myself from the anxiety, if that makes sense. And I've kind of always been against that advice because it sounds a lot like running away from whatever I'm feeling, and feels a lot like I'm putting whatever thing I'm doing on kind of a pedestal. And like, is doing the other thing in order to fight the anxiety gonna ruin the other thing for me because of the anxiety, if that even makes sense? So that's like that just makes me like even more anxious, right? So it's not uh, it it like didn't it never like sounded right to me. But so I decided to do stuff that generally makes me happy, like cooking or like going for a walk. But even then I was like pretty skeptical about it because I was worried it would ruin the walks for me, like and like running away from it again. But what I decided to do was just feeling the feelings I was feeling and just doing the walk anyway, seeing what happens. And I was not feeling too much better, but I was feeling marginally better, and it did not completely ruin the walks for me. And I was like feeling a bit better. And I was like feeling almost like guilty about that because I used the walks to run away from my emotions or something. And it is something that came up during my therapy session, but they something that was pointed out to me which I did not like notice was that doing things to anxiety is a very overwhelming feeling, it can be. And like it stops you from doing anything, right? So just finding normal things to do that would normally make me happy is it's like a path to self preservation, and not like self sabotage. I'm not like actually running away from them. It's more to like just help me process the feelings in a way. And it's not like a really like a bad or like it's not good or bad. It's more about what's pleasant versus unpleasant, what's making me feel better versus what's making me feel worse. So there is no good or bad here. And so where the certainty part comes in was that I was almost judging the walk based on a past certainty. Like, I knew for a fact that walking would make me feel better. And like me from I don't know 6 months ago would feel the same way. Like, walking makes me feel good, so I go for a walk, and it's like a daily habit. And now that is like a certainty. And me from 6 months ago versus me now is not really the same person, right? I would have grown, I would have changed in the 6 months in whatever, like many different ways. And I'm still almost like holding on to that certainty of walks making me feel good. And I'm putting that pressure on the walks to help me feel good right now. And it is probably like an ongoing issue, or like the theme of you know the issues that I'm facing all come down to a matter of certainty. And not like trying to feel certain again in moments of certainty where it's not really possible, because nothing in life is really certain, right? And that's the conflict between those things. So what's like making me anxious. um so that was like a really astute observation. where I was like holding on to those certainties. So what was recommended to me was to uh, like give more space for those uncertainties in those uncertain times, and just doing the actions anyway, like doing something to work on it, doing something to distract myself from the feeling, not be so overwhelmed where it's like stopping me from acting. And it's like it's a sign of survival, right? Make like trying to feel better. And I think I can get behind that more right now. So I am more for distracting yourself in moments of like extreme emotions. So that is like a learning, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just processing some thoughts and feelings. I guess that's what this is gonna be. um but yeah, I'm gonna it's really like interesting to like see it from that perspective, because I've believed this for like so many years. And like no one has like told me this in this specific way, and it takes that to for you to actually listen, right? I guess that's what like people normally try to tell you or tell me whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed, like trying to like distract myself. And it's not always a bad thing, just because the distractions are not always bad. They can be like productive like this. And like turning to productivity to feel better, it's not always a bad thing if it goes overboard, yeah. But in the feelings, in the moments of feeling overwhelmed, it's not so bad. Like, it's better to be productive than overwhelmed in that specific moment, so it's okay. So I guess that's what I've come to accept, and that's what I'm talking about today. um so yeah, I'm not sure if like I'm uncertain about whether like I'll be doing this tomorrow, but I know that I'm doing it now, and that's enough. So that's the part I'm certain about. I'm uncertain about the future, and that's okay. I guess we all have to learn to live with that. And that's about it. Thank you for watching.